Chosen one, listen carefully. Right now, in this very moment, the heavens are moving on your behalf. Something powerful is shifting in your life, a force so great that even the plans set against you by the enemy cannot withstand it. You may have felt trapped, weighed down, or betrayed, like every step forward brought another obstacle, another hand trying to hold you back. But hear this, the enemy's plans have failed. The trap that was set to ensnare you has been broken, shattered by the hand of God Himself. Do you feel the stirring within your spirit? That restlessness, that deep knowing that something monumental is about to happen. It is not coincidence, chosen one. Every delay, every closed door, every moment of confusion was preparation for this very hour. What was meant to harm you has been reversed, and the blessings waiting on the other side are beyond what your eyes have yet seen. Imagine for a moment a great storm sweeping through your life, dark clouds concealing the sunlight. You felt its weight, its pressure, its threat. Yet within that storm, a higher power was at work. God was weaving a divine strategy, turning what looked like destruction into your most significant victory. Every whisper of fear, every shadow of doubt, every tear that fell unnoticed, they were all being used to refine you, to make you ready for the manifestation of His promise. Today you stand on the threshold of breakthrough. Today the unseen chains are being undone. Today what was hidden in darkness will shine with radiant clarity. And yet, this revelation is not just for you to observe, it is for you to embrace, to live, and to walk into with courage. Later you will understand the exact ways God has turned the tables. You will see the intricate design of His hand, and your heart will soar with recognition that every moment of waiting was worth it. Stay with me, chosen one. Open your heart, quiet your mind, and receive this message with the reverence it deserves. God is not silent. God is not distant. He is close, orchestrating every detail for your victory. The enemy may have thought the trap would hold you, but God thought differently. And now you are about to witness the power of His reversal. You may have wondered why, despite your faith, some things seem delayed. Why doors that should have opened remained shut. Why moments of clarity were clouded by uncertainty. I tell you now, it was never random. Every detail, every pause, every hidden challenge has been part of a divine orchestration, far beyond human understanding. The one who set the stars in their courses has been watching, shaping, and guiding every step of your journey. Picture His presence surrounding you now, a warm, radiant light that moves with purpose, gentle, yet unstoppable. That light is God's assurance that nothing in your life is outside His plan. He is not distant. He is not passive. Every hardship, every obstacle, every disappointment has been an element in a greater design, a tapestry woven with infinite wisdom. The hand of God has been at work, turning the very moments that seem to weaken you into the very foundation of your strength. The enemy may have believed he could control the narrative, but God has already written the outcome. Imagine a chessboard where every move the enemy makes has been anticipated, countered, and reversed. What was intended for harm becomes the instrument of your elevation. The snares, the detours, and the traps once frightening, now transformed into stepping stones that lead straight into the blessings prepared for you. Feel this truth resonate within. God's timing is impeccable. He does not rush, and He does not delay without purpose. Every closed door, every silence, every season of waiting has been a preparation chamber, shaping your faith, refining your spirit, and aligning your destiny. It is in this crucible that your patience has been tested and your perseverance polished, so that when the reversal comes, it will arrive fully, unmistakably, and in glory. You are not being left to chance. The same power that holds galaxies in place holds your life with deliberate care. Nothing escapes His notice. Every prayer whispered, every tear shed in secret, every moment of hope clinging to faith, God has cataloged them all. He sees you. He knows you. And he is poised to act in a way so magnificent, so precise, that the enemy's plan will not merely fail. It will become the very evidence of God's unwavering favor in your life. So prepare your heart to receive this. Open yourself fully to the awareness that what was hidden is about to be revealed. The strategies of the enemy, though cunning, are no match for divine omniscience. The reversal has begun. The chains are already loosening. And in the coming days, you will witness moments of breakthrough that will leave no doubt God has been with you. He has been for you, and his plan is unfolding perfectly. This is not a distant promise. This is immediate. This is present. This is your life caught in the flow of divine movement, and you are invited to step fully into it with courage, faith, and expectation. Trust in him, for the one who speaks to your spirit is the same one who commands the heavens and the earth. And now what was meant to hold you back is already becoming the instrument of your victory. Now, as you feel the weight of that presence settle within your spirit, understand this: what was meant to harm you is already being transformed into your greatest triumph. The enemy set traps, he laid snares, and he whispered lies in your ear, hoping to divert your path. Yet every one of those plans is failing not slowly, but suddenly in ways that will leave you in awe. A reversal has begun. Chosen one, a turning point where the forces that sought to suppress you are now instruments of your rise. Picture it: a dark storm winds howling and rain blurring the horizon. You have walked through such storms before, feeling the weight of the skies pressing upon your shoulders. And yet, even in the chaos, there is a hand at work, invisible yet unshakable. That hand is God's. What the enemy intended as a crushing blow, God is using to lift you higher than you imagined. What seemed like a locked door is opening wide. What seemed like rejection is becoming recognition. What seemed like delay is becoming divine acceleration. You may have questioned yourself in these moments. You may have asked, why now? Why me? And the answer is this: because God's timing is perfect. He has waited until the exact right moment, until your spirit is prepared, until your heart is ready to receive the fullness of his plan. The very events the enemy orchestrated are now being reversed. The trap is becoming a ladder. The snare is becoming a stepping stone. The setback is becoming a springboard into a season of blessing that cannot be measured by human standards. Expect manifestations that will feel sudden, miraculous, even improbable. Situations that were stagnant for months or years will shift overnight. Conversations that seemed fruitless will now bear fruit. Opportunities that felt elusive will arrive fully formed, perfectly timed, and unmistakably from God. And the beauty of it is that these reversals will not be just external. They will resonate in your heart, filling you with awe, peace, and recognition that the same hand that placed you in these trials is the one that is lifting you into glory. Every detail of your life is under divine supervision. The enemy's strategy is exposed for what it truly is: temporary, futile, powerless against the sovereignty of God. And as the reversal unfolds, you will begin to see patterns emerge, the subtle signs of divine orchestration. Perhaps it is a word that comes at just the right time. Perhaps it is a meeting that aligns perfectly with your purpose. Perhaps it is a door opening that had seemed permanently closed. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that the enemy's power is limited and God's power is infinite. Feel the weight of this truth settling into your spirit. What once sought to break you is now designed to bless you. The moments of silence, the delays, the confusion, the obstacles, they were not signs of abandonment. They were preparation shaping you, strengthening you, and refining you. And now in this prophetic hour, God is shifting the entire landscape. The enemy's plans are failing in a spectacular, undeniable way, leaving space for the manifestation of everything you were created to receive. So prepare your heart to see this unfolding. Keep your eyes open, your spirit sensitive, and your faith unwavering. The enemy's traps are exposed. The reversal is in motion. The blessing is imminent. And when it arrives, it will be unmistakable, undeniable, and gloriously transformative. As the reversal unfolds in your life, it is essential to understand the spiritual principles behind it. The enemy's schemes, the traps you have walked through, and the moments of struggle were never without purpose. Every challenge was a refinement, every delay a preparation, every heartbreak a divine lesson. What feels like suffering is often the unseen shaping of your spirit, molding you into a vessel capable of holding blessings far greater than you could have imagined. Think of your life as a journey through a vast wilderness. The path may have seemed obscured, the terrain rough, and the obstacles insurmountable. Yet with every step, God has been guiding you, laying markers and building bridges over impassable rivers. The storms you endured were not designed to destroy you, but to strengthen your faith, to awaken your spirit, and to attune your heart to the subtle whispers of heaven. This is the essence of divine timing. God does not act hastily, and His hand is not limited by human constraints. The delays, the pauses, and even the moments that seemed like setbacks were deliberate. They were designed to teach you patience, perseverance, and trust. They were meant to cultivate resilience in your soul, so that when the moment of reversal arrives, you are ready to receive it fully with gratitude, humility, and awe. Consider the symbolism in this reversal. Light emerging after darkness. Seeds buried deep in soil finally sprouting. Doors once closed opening suddenly. These are metaphors of transformation, renewal, and divine intervention. Each represents a shift from limitation to abundance, from fear to faith, from despair to victory. The enemy seeks to blind you to this truth, but God is lifting the veil so that you can see clearly your life is aligned with destiny, and every trial has been a stepping stone toward fulfillment. Faith is the key that unlocks this understanding. It is the bridge between what is visible and what is spiritual, between the temporal and the eternal. To walk through the reversal with awareness, you must cultivate faith that is unwavering. Not a blind faith, but one rooted in the recognition of God's sovereignty, His perfect timing, and His infinite wisdom. When you trust that every moment is guided, even the darkest hours become a canvas for divine artistry. Transformation often comes with seasons. Just as winter prepares the earth for spring, your periods of challenge have been preparing you for a season of fruitfulness. The trials were the pruning that allows new growth, the storms that clear the path for light to shine, the pressure that strengthens the structure of your life. In each moment, God's purpose was being fulfilled quietly, invisibly, yet powerfully. The spiritual meaning of the enemy's failed plan is profound. What was intended to stop you will now propel you. Your setbacks become testimonies. Your struggles become sources of strength. Your moments of silence become moments of revelation. Every element of your journey is being realigned to serve your destiny. The reversal is not just external, it is internal, reshaping your spirit, renewing your hope, and awakening your confidence in God's perfect plan. As you internalize this, remember that your victory is not only about circumstances, it is about transformation. It is about walking with a renewed understanding of your purpose, a heart aligned with divine intention, and a spirit attuned to the wisdom of God. The enemy may have sought to obscure your path, but God's light is revealing it. The trials were never for destruction, they were for preparation for empowerment and for the revelation of glory. Step into this understanding with clarity. See the patterns of divine orchestration in your life. Recognize that every challenge was a teacher, every delay a preparer, every setback a guide. And as you do, you will move forward with confidence, knowing that the enemy's plan has failed, and God's plan is flourishing in your favor. Your faith, patience, and perseverance are now the foundation upon which the reversal rests. a foundation of unstoppable, divinely aligned purpose. As the reversal takes root, you may begin to notice subtle signals in your life signs that confirm God's hand is at work, and that what was once hidden is now being revealed. These are not coincidences. They are divine fingerprints placed with precision to reassure your spirit and guide your steps. One sign may appear as sudden clarity in decisions that were once confusing. Paths that seemed blocked now appear open, illuminated with insight you didn't have before. A moment of peace will wash over you, and you will feel certain about choices that previously caused anxiety. That is God signaling that the direction you are taking is aligned with His plan. Another sign may come through relationships. Conversations that once felt empty or meaningless now carry weight and divine timing. Connections you thought were lost may suddenly resurface, bringing guidance, opportunity, or reconciliation. These reunions and interactions are God's way of confirming that the same situations that once seemed like obstacles are now instruments of blessing. You may also notice patterns of timing. Events that repeatedly coincided in the past now unfold in perfect sequence. Messages, calls, or meetings arrive exactly when you need them. Synchronicities appear in ways that are unmistakable, reminding you that nothing in your life is accidental. God is orchestrating every detail, and these patterns serve as markers of His divine alignment. Physical sensations can also act as confirmation. A sudden warmth in your chest, a flutter of peace in your heart, or a tingling awareness in your spirit may accompany moments of insight or revelation. These subtle bodily cues are God's way of speaking to you directly, affirming that the reversal is real and that you are under His protection. Even dreams can carry confirmation. You may experience visions of doors opening, light breaking through darkness, or obstacles dissolving. These symbolic representations are not mere imagination. They are messages from the divine, highlighting the victory that is already set in motion. Pay attention to them. Write them down. Reflect on their meaning, for they are tailored to your journey. Finally, a sense of joy and expectancy rising within you is itself a sign. It is a spiritual alert, a whisper from God that the enemy's plan has failed and that the path forward is blessed and aligned. When this joy emerges, embrace it fully, for it is evidence of divine reversal, a tangible confirmation that the season of blessing is arriving. Recognize these signs, chosen one, and allow them to reinforce your faith. They are reminders that what once seemed impossible is now unfolding perfectly. The enemy may have sought to deceive and derail, but God is revealing His truth in unmistakable ways. Every signal, every confirmation is a call to remain alert, to continue trusting, and to move forward boldly into the life prepared for you. Even as the reversal unfolds, understand that not everything will feel easy. There are hidden challenges, unseen obstacles, and subtle pressures that remain. And these are not punishments, they are tests. God allows them not to harm you, but to refine you, to strengthen your faith, and to prepare you for the fullness of what is coming. Some challenges may appear as lingering doubts. You may find yourself questioning your worth, your timing, or your ability to step fully into the promises set before you. The enemy will attempt to exploit these moments, whispering lies of inadequacy or fear. Recognize these thoughts for what they are. Distractions, illusions meant to shake your confidence. Anchor yourself instead in the truth of God's word and the certainty of His hand over your life. Other challenges may come as delays, even in the midst of clear progress. You may feel a door is open only to find it temporarily closed again. These pauses are not signs of failure. They are moments for you to pause, reflect, and strengthen your resolve. God uses them to ensure that your foundation is solid, your faith resilient, and your spirit aligned with His will before the full manifestation of the reversal arrives. You may also encounter opposition from others, skepticism, criticism, or even active resistance. The enemy often uses people as instruments to test your patience and integrity. Approach these situations with grace, discernment, and unwavering trust. Do not allow external forces to shake the internal certainty that God is orchestrating your victory. What appears as resistance is merely part of the refining process, shaping you into someone capable of handling not just success, but the responsibility that comes with divine favor. Physical and emotional weariness may be another form of challenge. The journey has been long, and the weight of anticipation can be heavy. You may feel drained as though the breakthrough is just beyond reach. In these moments, lean into God's strength. Rest in His presence. Know that your endurance is producing results unseen, and every step forward, however small, is significant in the divine equation. Remember, chosen one. These hidden challenges are not permanent. They are temporary tests, each designed to prepare you for the revelation of God's plan. Embrace them with faith, for they are the refining fires that will illuminate your victory when it arrives. The enemy may hope to stall your progress, but in reality, each obstacle is a stage in the divine choreography that leads to your triumph. Stay vigilant, persevere, and maintain your faith. The challenges you face now are the very catalysts that make the reversal profound, the victory undeniable, and the testimony powerful. Every trial endured with trust in God magnifies the glory of what is coming. Now that you understand the reversal is underway, it is time to act. God is calling you to prepare to align and to step boldly into the destiny He has set before you. This is not a suggestion. It is a sacred instruction. The steps you take now will determine how fully you receive the blessing and how powerfully you will walk into your purpose. First, center your heart in prayer. Speak to God with intention, clarity, and expectation. Let your words not merely be requests, but declarations of faith. Tell God that you are ready to receive what He has prepared. Acknowledge His sovereignty, thank Him for His guidance, and release every fear, every doubt, every lingering resentment. Prayer is not only communication, it is alignment. It positions your spirit to receive opening channels for divine intervention that cannot be blocked. Second, cultivate discernment. The enemy will attempt to distract, to mislead, to tempt you to shortcuts or compromises. Remain vigilant. Ask God for clarity in every decision, wisdom in every conversation, and insight into every opportunity. Discernment will keep you on the path of integrity and purpose, ensuring that the blessings arriving are not tainted by compromise or confusion. Remember, the most powerful victories are rooted in obedience and clarity of heart. Third, take tangible steps toward the manifestation of your goals. Do not wait passively. God works through both His divine timing and your active participation. If a door opens, step through it with courage. If an opportunity presents itself, engage it fully. Each action guided by faith multiplies the impact of the reversal already in motion. Even small, consistent steps can trigger monumental outcomes when aligned with God's plan. Fourth, guard your mind and spirit. Negative thoughts, doubt, and fear are tools the enemy will continue to use. Replace them with declarations of truth. Speak life over yourself, your purpose, and your journey. Memorize promises, meditate on divine guidance, and let hope saturate your spirit. Your thoughts are seeds. Plant those that will yield fruit, not those that will grow weeds. Fifth, prepare to serve. Blessings are not just for enjoyment, they are for purpose. Ask God how He would have you use what is coming. Open your hands, open your heart, and align your actions with service. In doing so, you create channels through which the reversal can expand, not just in your life, but in the lives of those around you. What was once meant to harm you now becomes a platform to uplift others, magnifying the glory of God's work. Sixth, remain patient but vigilant. The reversal may unfold suddenly, yet the timing of God is precise. Do not rush it. Do not doubt it. Stand firm in expectation, prepared to act when doors swing wide, knowing that each moment of patience strengthens your spirit and deepens your alignment with the divine plan. Finally, live boldly. Walk each day with the awareness that God's power is moving around you. Approach every interaction, every challenge, and every decision as a participant in His plan. Do not shrink from your calling. The enemy may have hoped to intimidate or delay you, but God's instructions empower you to rise, act, and manifest the reversal in every area of your life. Chosen one. These instructions are sacred keys. Follow them with faith, courage, and clarity, and you will not only witness the failure of the enemy's plans, but experience the fullness of God's reversal in ways that transform your life forever. As you step forward into this season of reversal, know this: you are not alone. God's protection surrounds you like a fortress, unseen, yet unbreakable. Every attack, every strategy, every whisper of fear is met with divine shielding. You may not always see it with your eyes, but His presence is constant, guarding your heart, mind, and path. Picture a radiant light forming a circle around you, impenetrable and powerful. Nothing can penetrate it without God's permission. The enemy may try, may scheme, may whisper, but his efforts are futile against the authority of the Almighty. Every step you take is under divine supervision. Every movement is orchestrated to keep you safe and to guide you toward your destiny. Your protection is both spiritual and practical. God places angels in unseen positions, intervening in situations before harm can reach you. Opportunities will arrive at just the right moment. Obstacles will fall away. Even the most subtle attacks, the miscommunications, the false impressions, the hidden traps, will be neutralized by His vigilant care. This is not luck. It is divine orchestration. Feel the peace that comes from this assurance. Let it settle deep in your spirit. The same power that held you through previous storms is holding you now stronger than ever. You are not fighting alone. You are not navigating this journey alone. Every prayer, every act of faith, every step taken in alignment with God's instructions is reinforced by His protection. Even when the path seems unclear, even when challenges appear overwhelming, remember that safety is already established. You are enveloped in a spiritual armor of light, shielded from harm, guided toward your purpose. Trust this protection, walk boldly, and do not fear the tactics of the enemy. What was meant to ensnare you has already been dismantled. Allow this assurance to fill your heart with confidence. Know that the same God who reversed every plan meant for harm is actively keeping you secure. You can rest in His presence, move with certainty, and embrace the unfolding blessings without fear. Your life is not a battlefield where you fight alone. It is a stage where God demonstrates His power, protection, and care. Chosen one, the trials you have faced, the struggles you have endured, and the traps you have avoided are all evidence of divine protection at work. Step forward knowing that every step is secure. Every moment is under divine supervision, and every breakthrough is not only possible, it is inevitable. Now imagine the moment of full reversal, the moment when the enemy's plans have completely failed, and God's favor floods your life. You will feel it in your heart first, a profound sense of relief, a deep peace that surpasses understanding, and a joy so intense it fills every corner of your being. This is the transformation that comes from walking through trials with faith and emerging into divine alignment. Your spirit will be renewed like a river cleared of debris, flowing freely and powerfully. What was once weighed down by doubt, fear, or hesitation will now move with clarity, purpose, and strength. Every wound that once felt permanent will bear the marks of growth, wisdom, and resilience. The enemy sought to trap you, but in truth, he has sculpted the vessel of your destiny with his own failed strategies. Every obstacle overcome has strengthened your ability to receive and steward the blessings God has prepared. The emotional impact will be undeniable. Tears once shed in secret will be replaced by tears of joy and gratitude. Moments of silence that felt heavy will become testimonies of patience and trust rewarded. You will see the beauty in your journey, the purpose in every delay, the lessons in every struggle, and the divine orchestration in every detail. Your heart will recognize the narrative God has written, and a deep sense of fulfillment will settle within you. Your relationships, your opportunities, and your influence will be transformed. Doors that were closed will swing open, leading you into spaces of divine alignment. People who were once distant or disconnected will be positioned to support, mentor, or accompany you on your journey. Opportunities that seemed impossible will now manifest with clarity, bringing not just external success, but spiritual fulfillment, purpose, and lasting impact. Even your perspective will shift. You will see life through the lens of God's orchestration, recognizing that every hardship was a tool, every delay a teacher, and every victory a step toward greater destiny. The trials you faced will no longer feel like burdens. They will feel like essential instruments of preparation. The reversal will not just change circumstances. It will transform your very way of seeing the world, deepening your trust, your faith, and your alignment with divine purpose. Feel the gratitude rising in your spirit. This is not merely a personal victory, it is a testimony. Your journey becomes a beacon for others who have walked similar paths, showing that what was meant to harm can be transformed into glory. You will stand as a living proof that God's plans are unshakable, His timing perfect, and His power unstoppable. Step into this transformation fully knowing that you are entering a season of fulfillment. You are equipped, empowered, and elevated. Every step you take now carries the authority of divine favor, and every aspect of your life begins to reflect the glory of the one who orchestrated your victory. The enemy's plans have failed, but your destiny has not merely survived, it has flourished stronger and brighter than ever before. Now take a moment and receive these affirmations spoken from heaven to your spirit. Let them resonate deep within you, anchoring your faith, strengthening your resolve, and affirming the truth of your reversal. Affirmation 1. I am protected, guided, and favored by God. The enemy's plans cannot harm me. Speak this aloud and feel the walls of divine protection surrounding you, shielding your mind, heart, and life from every attack. Affirmation 2. What was meant for my harm is being transformed into blessing and purpose. Declare this, remembering every trial, every delay, every obstacle you faced has been part of a divine strategy leading to your elevation. Affirmation 3. I am aligned with my destiny, and God's timing is perfect in my life. Say this and feel your spirit rise, stepping fully into the unfolding season of favor, breakthroughs, and transformation. Affirmation 4. I trust God completely, knowing that every step I take is under His divine guidance. Speak it with confidence, releasing fear, doubt, and hesitation, and replacing them with faith, courage, and certainty. Now receive this blessing over your life. May the Lord surround you with His light, guiding each step with precision, lifting every burden and reversing every plan meant to harm you. May you walk into a season of abundance, influence, and divine fulfillment. May your heart remain steadfast, your spirit unshakable, and your faith unwavering. The enemy's schemes are powerless against you, for you are held equipped and elevated by the Almighty. Step forward with courage, knowing that every promise spoken over you will be fulfilled. May your eyes see clearly the doors opening, the opportunities arriving, and the blessings flowing. May your life become a testimony of God's glory, a reflection of His power, and a beacon of hope for others. Today, your season of reversal begins. Today, what was meant to ensnare you becomes the instrument of your victory. Today, you walk into the fulfillment of God's perfect plan. Stand in this truth, embrace it fully, and let your spirit rejoice, for the Lord has turned every trap into triumph, every challenge into preparation, and every moment of waiting into an unforgettable season of blessing.